You ever have one of those days where you feel like a robot, just doing the same boring thing over and over again? Well, today we're talking about the tech that can actually do those tasks for you. It's called Robotic Process Automation, or RPA. So let's go meet your brand new digital coworker. I mean, seriously, just think about it. How much of your workday is just copy, paste, copy, paste? Pulling data from a spreadsheet into some other system, processing invoices, generating that same report week after week. What if all of that could just disappear? That right there is the promise of RPA. So, what exactly is RPA? Well, at its core, it's about using software, these little bots, to take over all those repetitive, rule-based tasks you do on a computer. You can literally think of them as a digital workforce that can click and type and navigate through all your apps just like a person would. So, what's on a bot's to-do list? You'd probably be surprised. Let's dive into what these digital workers can actually do and, the different ways they get the job done. Okay, here is the golden rule for RPA. It's actually super simple. If a task uses structured data, like a standard invoice or a new employee form, and it follows a really clear set of if this, then that rules, a bot can probably do it. It's all about having a predictable, repeatable process. Now, the techniques for RPA can be pretty simple, or they can get really sophisticated. On one end, you've got something called screen scraping. The bot is literally just reading what's on your screen, just like you do. But on the other, more advanced end, you have API-driven automation. Now, an API, think of it like a secret, direct line of communication between different software. This allows the bot to work completely behind the scenes, which makes the whole automation way faster and a whole lot more reliable. So, how do you actually build and manage these things? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the core building blocks of a typical RPA system. Building a bot is basically a four-step process. First, there's the recorder. It literally just watches you perform a task and creates a basic script from your actions. Then, you take that script into the development studio. That's where you can refine it, add more complex logic, and really build it out. Step 3 is the robot itself. That's the bot that actually runs the process you designed. And finally, you have the orchestrator. This thing is the command center, the big boss, that manages all your bots, schedules their tasks, and makes sure everything runs smoothly. I love this analogy because it sums it up perfectly. The recorder is your scout, watching how the game is played. The development studio is the designer, creating the playbook. The robot, that's your star player on the field, executing all the plays. And the orchestrator is the coach, of course, managing the entire team from the sidelines. It's a really great way to picture how all these pieces fit together. So, ready to build your own team of digital workers? Well, first you've got to know who the big names are in the RPA world. Let's meet them. Right now, there are three main players dominating the market. You've got Prism. They're one of the OGs, known for having a really robust and secure platform. Then there's Automation Anywhere, which is a huge favorite among large companies that need enterprise-level automation. And then you have UiPath, which has just exploded in popularity because it's so user-friendly and has this amazing community behind it. So let's zoom in on UiPath for a second, just to see what really makes it such a popular choice for so many people getting into RPA. A huge part of UiPath's success really comes down to its super intuitive drag and drop interface and a massive online community that's always willing to help. It also offers two different flavors of automation. There's attended, where the bot basically works alongside you like a personal assistant. And then there's unattended, where bots are working 24/7 in the background, crunching through all the heavy-duty tasks. So what's the bottom line here? What's the big takeaway? It's that RPA is democratizing automation. It's giving everyone, not just the hardcore IT experts, the power to automate parts of their own jobs, which frees us all up for more creative, more strategic, and frankly, more interesting work. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. What's the one task in your job that you would absolutely love to hand off to a bot tomorrow? Really think about it, because with RPA, that's not just a fantasy anymore. Thanks so much for joining me.